Welcome to Creative Cooking. Today we're going to make pinwheels, salami and cheese to be exact. And when I use puff pastry, I either go straight from the package. This is the way we buy it in the US anyway. It's like a tri-fold thing, whereas I think in Europe you can buy it in rolls, which I think is more convenient. But anyway, we go with what we've got. And because of that, I like to take a rolling pin to it just to make it a little bit bigger, or at least a little more rectangular, so I can get more out of my rolls. It is optional, but you can go ahead and do that if you want to, and it works just fine. Now, when I populate this, what I do is I take anything that's round and I'll cut them into half moons. And I think it's obvious why I do that. The straight edges will conform right to the edge of our pastry. And of course, I do the same thing with the salami, which is also round. All right, so we don't have anything hanging over, but we're going to keep this continuous throughout, and it's just something I like to do. And so you fill in the middle along with full slices and chunks of slices and wedges, and completely populate your salami and cheese pinwheel roll. Now you'll notice that we have about an inch, if not more, at the end. Okay, I like to put a little bit of pepper. And of course, the reason why we leave that at the end is so that we have something to seal the roll. All right? And it might seem like it's too much. Like, well, you don't need that much. But, actually you do. You really do. And I'm going to show you what happens when you start rolling this up. As you roll it, you're going to notice that as you roll, it's going to start creeping out. Do you see it? It's getting closer to that edge. That's why you need to leave enough. All right, and then you just let it rest on that seam. I usually put it in the refrigerator for about 20 minutes because I want it to be completely cold, which makes it easier to slice. Now, about slicing, you don't want to hold the roll and slice off pieces. You want to hold on to the piece that you're slicing off the roll. And the reason for this is simple. It really is. No matter how sharp that knife is, you're going to have some friction between the knife and the pastry, which is very moist. So it's better to do it this way. I usually cut the ends off first, and then I slice from there. And of course, those two first slices, always put it nice side up and the nasty side down, right? And here we go. And we're going to do something a little bit different here. Usually you lay them flat, but on this particular go, I wanted to see if I could do them standing up. So we'll see what happens. And we're going to go ahead and apply some egg wash to all around the ones that are standing. And we're going to go ahead and put some egg wash on the ones that are laying down flat. Okay, and you can actually go around the edges if you want. But I figured this would be good enough. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to pop that in the oven at 400 degrees. And that's going to be about 25 minutes. I would check them at about 20, make sure they're not burning. But you can probably go a full 25. All right, and when they come out, they'll be bubbling. They'll be bubbling because of all that fat in the salami, some of the fats in the cheese as it melts. You'll have some nice sizzling stuff going on. But look at this. Only one of them stood up. So the moral of the story is lay them down flat, and you'll get that beautiful crystallization on the bottom of each piece, which is nice. And once they cool down a little bit, you just remove them to a plate and bring them out to your buffet table or a coffee table. So I hope you try it, and I hope you come back each week for more great videos made for people who like to cook. Until then, bon appetit.